Hey Scorpio, it's your girl Alex, and I'm here to bring you guys another reading. I thought I would pull out your Radiant Wise Spirit cards, continue the energy of throwback readings. There was a message that came in before I could even start shuffling or say my prayer, and that message had to do with this new service that I'm offering. It kind of feels like a karmic clearing, some sort of reprogramming, deep reprogramming. But check the description box to see if I've added the link out there for this new service that I'm offering, basically to either assist you with breaking karmic ties or breaking that karmic tie myself. I'm still learning and researching as far as what the new service will entail, but stay tuned. All right, God, Angels, Universe, I got my throwbacks here. Bring me in my throwback angels. Let's give Scorpio a nice, funky, good reading. I love you, God. Thank you so much. Here we go. Ooh, Three of Pentacles. The World card. Star and Ten of Wands. Six of Wands. The Lovers. The Magician. It's double Gemini. The Moon. Moon Magic. Mercury. Moon and Mercury. Okay. You have something right in the middle of your reading that is preventing you from moving forward with either a lover or something that you desire or want. And it has to do with repressed emotions, okay? Deep emotions. That's that inner child, that fool. Okay, there's the unavailable mother. Okay. Moon is mother. Foolish mother. Okay. All right, let me keep going. My Three of Pentacles sometimes is my therapy card, right? And the World represents, kind of things concluding, completion of cycles and seasons. Look, it came out anyway. Double Moon. Page of Cups. Three of Pentacles again. Nine of Swords. You're attached to an outcome. Okay, you're attached to an outcome. I can tell you that, hands down. Five of Cups. It's almost like you're afraid of the past repeating itself and you getting hurt again. Now, you would think right out the gate that relates to some sort of relationship concern, right? And for many of you, it does. Okay. You're curious as to whether or not something is going to work out or something is going to gel. This is something that you started new, and at least for right now, you're loving it. I feel like for a lot of you, you feel like you were meant to do or be with this person, but the past is haunting you. Angels are like, push through it, power through it. And I feel like whatever this connection is, there's going to be a lot of success. I feel like your energy, you know how Law of Attraction says, energy goes where attention flows, or energy goes where intention flows. Okay. So long story short, just keep your attention on the present, future, and not the past. Okay. Angels are saying for many of you, whatever this is that started, whether it was a new job, it was a new love, it was a new friendship, a new apartment, new house, I don't care. Okay. Whatever this newness was, you are happy, right? You're satisfied. You feel accomplished. You feel successful. Now, Scorpio's Achilles heel, right? And I don't know if it's specific to Scorpio. Yeah, angels are like, it's very specific to Scorpio. It's a fundamental thing to do, but you do it better than anybody in the tarot. Excuse me, in the zodiac. And that is, now that I'm at a point of completion and satisfaction, where are the pitfalls, right? Where are the threats to my happiness? You do that better than anybody else. The problem with that in this situation, I feel, is that you've not given yourself enough time to just be happy, right? You got into this place of success and satisfaction, and now all of a sudden you're pushing it off to the side and you're like, okay, where's the bullshit, right? So to an extent, you're not giving yourself a long enough time to be happy, to be satisfied, and to be joyful in some sort of happy situation. Now, here's why that's important. Because if you just brush the success up under the rug, you're teaching the universe to brush your happiness up under the rug. And that, ladies and gentlemen, them and they, is never advice I would give you. I would say live in the happiness, savor the happiness as long as you can. Okay? I think it's in France where it's kind of like they fall in love with the food. They savor their food. They savor the drink. Shout out to the French, okay? Because the French, to me, and this is just my opinion, are very passionate people. They're free, right? They're like the fool. They're carefree. They don't worry about this and that and what, oh, the world is going to come to an end. And no. And I feel like right here in the middle, right, is that stopping line that basically says, listen, are you going to enjoy this and then look forward to more of this? Or are you going to water it down with your bullshit past and your fears and the shit that you don't see, right? I know. Oh, this is a weird vision my angels just showed me. They showed me being on the beach, right? And you enjoying your time on the beach, and you're saying, God, I hope I don't get stung by a bee. Now, what's ironic is I don't know in my whole entire life if I've ever seen a bee at the beach, right? I don't think that's a conducive environment for a bee, bumble or yellow jacket, right? I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong. I know wasps and what is the other one? Dragonflies hang around pools and chlorine, right? But it's almost like you're looking for a threat in an environment where that threat won't even survive. But remember, angels said, energy goes where attention flows. So if you're looking for the threat, well, here it comes. Not because the environment is good for the threat, but because your mental negative environment is, right? The 10 of Wands represents burdens and barriers. The 9 of Swords is stress, worry, and anxiety. Baby, that is the perfect storm for bullshit. So I feel like this reading says, listen, I don't give a, you know what? Fuck that. Let's take that out of this reading. Let's just focus on where you're headed, right? 6 of Wands, success, joy. 6 of Wands, you just came from the bullshit. So how could you be looking forward to more bullshit or new bullshit, right? First off, can you imagine going to Walmart and there's a bullshit section and be like, hey, this is extra strength bullshit, and this is new improved bullshit, and this is all natural bullshit. I know. Sorry, right? So, Wheel of Fortune, you're riding high right now, Scorpio. Just be on top of the wheel. Don't look down, right? There is love, there's connection, there's positivity, there's balance, there's joy, there's abundance, there's more than enough. It kind of feels like some of you, remember, these readings are not going to resonate with everybody. For some of you, you're enjoying your manifestations. So enjoy them. And guess what? let's work on some future manifestations, right? Angels are saying Scorpio's hidden dark side. Look at that. The Fool and the Three of Cups. Let's look forward to more happiness and joy. Okay? Nope. Scorpio's negative side is to bring up the past, right? I'm riding high, I'm on the top of the Ferris wheel, but right under me, I think a dog just took a shit. Mind your damn business, Scorpio. Taking that out too. This is just going to be a positive reading. We're removing all the negativity. You got a lot going for you right now, right here in this moment, sitting here with you, right? Even though I'm recorded. We ain't focusing on the negativity, okay? So, you just got this new job. I know, it's weird. Everybody's so happy. The culture seems so cool, right? Why don't you start getting to know people, or, seeing what people do in their downtime, see who you can relate to, see who has the same hobbies and the number of kids and who went to the same school, right? Look for more positive connections. Right? I don't give a fuck about y'all both being from the projects. Okay? I care about the both of you graduating top of your class in college. Okay? Again, energy goes where intention and attention flows. Meaning, whatever you focus on shall manifest. Now, by the way, y'all see this right here? A Nine of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles, right? I used to work for one of the big telecom giants, and it was as a result of a merger that divorced, right? I was a part of a company where this telecom giant and another company merged. And then when they divorced, those of us who belonged to the telecom giant, we just went back to the telecom giant. Well, many of you who've been through any sort of mergers or acquisitions, you already know as soon as two companies come together, there is an overlap of positions and jobs. So when that happens, they immediately start laying off and reassigning and reorganizing to synchronize positions, jobs, so on and so forth. So when we went back to the telecom giant, there probably was a layoff every 3 months. Every 3 months. And I remember a coworker at the time saying to me, "You're not worried about being laid off?" And I said, "No, I'm just going to sit down, mind my business, focus on my job, and do my job until somebody taps me on the shoulder and says, 'Hey, Alex, could you come into my office?'" And it was exactly 12 years later. I stayed at that telecom giant for 12 whole years. You know the reason why I left? There was another layoff, my final layoff. But I had the choice to stay within the company or I could get the hell on. At that time, I chose to get the hell on. So my departure from this telecom giant was based on me, where I put my energy and focus, right? The reason why I left, and by the way, they offered me a very handsome severance package. I took the money and got the hell on. And when I got the money and hell on, you know what I did? I poured it into my spirituality and my spiritual practice. And look at me today. All right. Anyway, sorry for the long story, but I feel like it's important related to this reading because I kind of feel like if you just focus on what matters, if you just focus on what's valuable to you, if you just focus on what's going to help elevate you and evolve you and mature you and grow you and make you wiser, bigger, better, stronger, faster, that's what you're going to attract, right? Start working on manifestations that are based on what you want, what you need, and what you desire, not what you lost in your past. And my angels are saying, yes, Scorpio needs to do an about fucking face. Now it's weird because as I said in about face, they showed me the scorpion, and y'all know I love a hand gesture. They showed me the scorpion with the tail, right? That's how scorpions are. They got the little feet and then the tail hangs over them. Okay. And I feel like for a lot of you, remember, scorpions are venomous. Okay, so Scorpio, you have a toxicity inside of you. We all do, by the way. It's not Scorpio specifically. We all have negativity inside of us based on who we are as humans. But your tail hangs right over your progress, your ability to move around. It hangs right over your ability to see, which a lot of Scorpions don't have the best eyesight. Okay, but their instincts are the shit. Okay, not only that, but a scorpion can bring down a motherfucking ox. Okay, some scorpion species can bring down a giant. Okay, but back to you, as in your tail hangs right over you. Okay, so this reading to me kind of feels like, hey, your tail is there for protection, not for guidance. Why is that important? Again, your tail holds the venom. You cannot guide yourself based on the venom and who you're going to need to sting. The bee on the beach. God, that was a very powerful ending message. I love my angels. Sorry if that was loud in the microphone. But Scorpio, do not let your tail call the shots. Okay? Now, if you see a motherfucking ox coming towards you, then the tail has every right by the laws of nature to protect you, right? But your tail shouldn't be walking out there talking about, I wish a motherfucker would. Where that ox at? You know what? Is that a hyena over there? Come here, do hyena, baby. I got something for you. Yeah, all right. I think I made the point. I think I'm not doing a third row. Let's go to Moonology and close this one out. I think the mic has been dropped. Attention and energy flows where attention and intention flows. So watch it. Watch what you're focusing on. Look at this monkey shit. See how, look, nothing is a mistake. See that Five of Wands? If there are a lot of y'all who are in disputes, who are argumentative, who finds yourself intertwined in some sort of arguments or disputes with somebody, either get rid of you or get rid of them. It's the same thing, right? I know. Look, a new start is coming. And again, we have a completion here. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Six of Wands. You're headed towards someplace, I dare to say, happy and abundant and pentaclean. Okay? Don't bring the bullshit of your past with you. I know, my angels just said, and here's the quantum mechanics stuff. We house inside of us, what is it, 80 trillion or an ungodly amount of DNA from every last person or species that was a part of our evolutionary development. So another way I could say that is all of your ancestors, previous lifetimes, lifetime experiences, that all sits inside of you today. Okay? My angels just said, if you had the last 8 lifetimes was shitty, then it's up to you to make the next 8 amazing. Okay, all right. I like that message. Come on out here, Esther Angel. Yeah. A time to give rather than take. Angels just showed me a bank, right? A time to give, deposit. It's instead of taking, withdrawal. The giving is to yourself, right? It's time for you to start investing not just in yourself today, but your future self as well. Come on now. This is a good reading. I love this reading. I love this reading so much. Look at this. Hell fucking yeah, you're good enough. You didn't know? Shitting me. Nothing will come of this situation. Look, just dark, just black, just the moon, just scary. Okay? That's your dark side. You don't need to be over there. What you over there for? You ain't gonna find nothing. Ain't nothing coming out of there. Okay? So you might as well just pack it up and put it away and start something new. Okay? Stop taking away from yourself and start depositing into yourself. Okay, I gotta go. Because I feel like I'm start preaching, and I feel like I'm about to get the Holy Ghost, as the Christians say, or I'm about to leave my body, as the New Agers say. I'm about to ascend right up on out of this chair. Ascend as a verb, as in travel or leave or elevate, kind of. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here, Scorpio. If you look at this reading after I've shaved the unnecessary fat out of it, this is a good fucking reading. There is a lot headed your way. Happiness, joy, love, connection, excitement, stardom, right? Joy, celebrate. Fucking be happy and do it. Just lean into the happiness. I love y'all. If the reading resonates, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Personal readings, yep, you guessed it, they're still open. I love you, Scorpio. Bye.